assured it's more than a BB gun, but it's as quiet as a BB gun. And with that in mind, I'll give you a demonstration. Both bullets went through the 1-inch pine. These are CB caps, and they punch right through it.
Christopher Lewis.
And how old are you?
I am 20 years old, turned 21 this August.
Okay. And you are a shooter's shooter. You have numerous guns.
Yes.
Name a number of them. What's your favorite gun?
I really don't have a favorite gun. I love all.
They're all
mine
good.
Equally.
They're all
my. They're basically.
You're not prejudiced against any caliber.
They're basically my children.
Now, I understand at this time in your life, I could see that. What is your favorite handgun then? Of the gun, what's the major gun you carry?
I carry this 40 Smith & Wesson M&P.
Okay. That's fine.
Which it is loaded right now, so I don't want to
that's fine. That's fine.
Mess with it anything. But this is, I just actually purchased this a little while back, and I absolutely love it.
Okay. And say the name of it again.
It's a Smith & Wesson M&P 40.
Okay. And what is your major rifle that you carry?
I have a Remington Model 700 308 with a muzzle brake, the bull barrel, the works, and I love it. That's my deer rifle.
And your shotgun?
Remington 870 Express.
Okay. Okay. So needless to say, you know guns.
Oh yes.
And you've shot for quite some time. We're going to discuss today, though, is the CB caps. Now, you have shot plenty of .22 in your time. Your first thoughts when you shot the CB cap?
I was astonished at how quiet it was and how it actually moves pretty quickly for being as quiet as it actually is.
Quieter than, you have a pellet gun. Quieter than the pellet gun.
Absolutely quieter than my pellet gun. That just amazed me.
Amazed. Okay. Now, penetration tests. You did do some penetration tests.
I did. I put a video on YouTube of my my penetration tests. It's under Dozer the Redneck, the channel, and it is called 22 CB Penetration and Accuracy Test.
Spell your channel.
DOZERTHEREDNECK.
Okay.
And it was just it just astonished me that we basically copied Mr. Bill's penetration test for part of it and took a 1-inch pine board, and it penetrated through that at approximately 50 yards away.
Now, again, they say if you can punch through a 1-inch, that's a lethal round. That makes it a lethal round. If you can go through a 1-inch pine board, which it isn't officially 1 inch, it's 3/4 of an inch.
Exactly.
But they call it a 1-inch. Okay, with that in mind, though. Okay, we've discussed that it's quiet and that it is powerful enough to go through a 1-inch board. Now, have you hunted with it?
I actually have.
Legally hunted with it. Okay,
Legally.
I know you would do everything legal. I understand that. Okay, talk about the hunt.
Me and my friend were out coyote hunting, and he had a .22 long rifle, or actually no, not a long rifle, excuse me, a .22 mag, and just to make sure, but I wanted to really put this .22 CB round to the test of taking down game, and we were out coyote hunting, and I took 3 confirmed coyotes with a .22 CB cap.
At range?
Approximately 50 yards. Okay. Any farther away, I wouldn't want it to have shot, but 50 yards, it penetrated through that pine board, so I felt comfortable with it.
Okay. You shot it out of a what?
Out of a Marlin Firearms Company Glenfield .22 rifle. Bolt action.
Bolt action,
yep.
Okay.
And it shows the rifle, the same exact rifle I shot it in my
Was that
video.
scope or open sight?
Scope.
It was a scoped rifle. Okay. And 1 shot per kill.
1 shot per kill.
For 3 coyotes.
Yep.
I had no problem at seeing it as a small game rabbit, something like that. Again, the coyote is getting up there into a fair-sized animal, and at that range, I'm impressed with it. And you're the first person that I've ever talked to that has ever done it, proved that it can be done by taking a said coyote.
Yes.
And not just 1, but 3 coyotes.
3, yes.
In the same day.
In the same night, out hunting, and then after I knew it would work, I was like, well, I'm done messing around. So we went back to the mags. So I switched back to a mag. And,
that's fine.
And started shooting them.
Okay,
again.
now we did have one, not an accident, well, it could be construed as that. You did a penetration test.
On an old motorcycle helmet of mine.
If you can see that bullet here, that's the bullet that came back at him. Go ahead and tell the story.
I, at 50 yards,
Show that again.
Took the bullet, or took the rifle, and I attempted to see if it would penetrate through a motorcycle helmet. And it ended up looking like it is, but I hit the helmet, and it came back, and it hit me right in the side, a round helmet. And as Mr. Bill would say, 1 in a million shot.
Because it's hitting round, and the bullet's round, and so, but yet it's everything came back right at you and hit you.
And hit me right here in the stomach. I had a bruise there for a good couple of days. It stung. But it didn't go through me because most of the kinetic energy of the round had already been absorbed into the helmet.
But at the same time, safety first.
Which is why I always wear eye protection and earmuffs. Always, especially when you're dealing with a .22 round and you're trying to shoot.
Or any of them, though.
Well, yeah, not necessarily just the .22, but any of them. But a .22 is more likely to, if you hit a hard surface, ricochet. So always wear eye protection. I just can't stress that enough.
But it didn't penetrate you. It just simply hit you enough to make bruising.
Yes, I'm a big enough guy that it didn't. It didn't go through my skin, but it made a nice welt and was a bruise.
And it was a good education.
Yes, it was a very good education, and definitely won't be doing that one again.
Yeah, I understand. Well, that's what that's the difference between a foolish man and a wise man. The wise man might do the same thing as a foolish man, but he only does it once. A foolish man will keep doing it, or do things even worse.
They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
That's right. That's right.
Those CB caps don't make much noise.